In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 tools to access higher consciousness. Now, when I refer to consciousness, I'm talking about the consciousness scale, which you can check out on the screen right now. This was developed by Dr. David R. Hawkins through the science of behavioral kinesiology. Okay, this is the clinical science of consciousness, whereby they brought in a bunch of subjects, put in different intellectual stimuli. For example, apathy, guilt, shame. They triggered these certain emotions in the subjects and then tested their muscles. And then based on the strength of their muscles, they basically put together this consciousness scale. And the higher you are on the scale, the stronger the muscle test. Okay, I've made an entire different video on this discussing each one of these levels. I'll link out to it below. But in this video, we're really focused on the 4 tools that will allow us to elevate from fear, whereby we feel like we're not enough. When we don't feel like we're enough, we're trying to get something from the outside. We're conditioned through the cycles of consumer culture, thinking that something from the outside will make us feel good on the inside. But when we elevate and realize that we are already enough, when we elevate our self-worth muscles, right, then we are in the capacity to give. When we have so much to give because we are already enough, we need nothing from outside of us, and therefore the cup is flowing over, and now we can give on to others. Okay, so these 4 tools are really focused on elevating from fear to love, so that we can realize and access the higher consciousness that allows us to embody the emotion of feeling like we're enough. Okay, now before diving into the video, just a quick announcement letting you know that the Conscious Creator Manifesto is now available. This is a 1-hour training that goes over the Conscious Creator model in terms of how to get your mind and your body working for you so that life is unfolding for you. Okay? Stick to the end of this video where I'll let you know more about that. So, the first tool to access higher consciousness is the practice of gratitude. Okay, this is not going to come as a surprise to you. Gratitude has been talked about for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. It's been talked about in all the major spiritual traditions, and there is a great reason for this. Okay, if you are not a practitioner of gratitude, I would highly recommend that you get the 5-minute journal. This is how I first developed the attitude of gratitude, right? It gets you to write down 3 things that you're grateful for every single morning and 3 amazing things that happen during your day at night. Okay, so it's really about conditioning your mind with this gratitude perception. And as they talk about in the book, The Tools by Barry Schwartz, he writes that gratitude is not only an emotion, it is a higher organ of perception. Okay, he writes that gratitude allows us to perceive the spiritual world as clearly as our 5 senses allow us to perceive the physical world. So gratitude, I can talk about it all day, but at the end of the day, you have to practice it. You have to influence your body to experience the emotion of gratitude so that you can go on and paint the color of your world through what you carry on the inside. Okay, so for me right now in my journey, it's more about just cultivating that emotion and cultivating it as a state of being rather than something I do in the morning and at night. But if you are not currently in that paradigm, then just wiring it in first thing in the morning and last thing before you go to sleep will really allow you to elevate your consciousness, will allow you to see the reality of the abundant flow of the universe. Okay? Now, the second tool to elevate your consciousness, to access higher states of consciousness, is that of forgiveness. Okay, so many times we experience emotions that are in response to what someone else did, or in reaction, I should say, to what someone else did, because reaction is like you just pick it up without actually thinking about it. And these can be going on since a very long time. I remember when I first started practicing forgiveness, it was actually given to me, the idea was actually given to me by Vishen Lakhiani of Mind Valley. And he did an experiment in this facility called 40 Years of Zen, okay? And what they found over there was when the subjects practice forgiveness, when they're letting go of these negative charges that are being picked up from some situations that went through an encounter with someone else in the past, when they're going through the forgiveness and letting go of these emotional charges, then they are accessing alpha brainwave states so much faster. Okay, so much faster that they're like 40 Years of Zen is basically about getting your alpha brainwave states to the point where like 40 years of meditating that the monks used to do, now they're basically hacking your brainwaves and allowing you to get there faster. And forgiveness was a tool that allowed them to access these states that much faster. Okay, so how do you actually implement this into your day-to-day life? You can go ahead and in your morning meditation practice add this in, whereby you think about something or someone who you think did you wrong, and really replay that image in your head. really feel the emotion, like I can't believe this person did this to me, really feel it. And then the most important thing is to let it go. Okay, I forgive you. Like you can just visualize yourself saying to the person, I forgive you, and letting go of the negative charge that was put there. Okay, now this is very powerful because I didn't even know how many negative charges I was picking up when I first started this practice. Like there was some stuff that happened like 4 years ago that someone did, like didn't respect me or something, right? Didn't respect my ego, and that like was a charge that I was carrying that I was not even aware of until I was stimulated to think about what I had to forgive. Okay, if we can learn to forgive and let go of these negative charges, then we let go of that fear frequency. We can let go of the things that make us think that we're not enough, right? And we can elevate our consciousness and realize that it doesn't matter what someone else did. It matters how we responded to it, okay? It's not about pardoning the other person, okay? Maybe you experienced something that was so traumatic that you can't really pardon the person. But forgiveness is a practice that you do for yourself so that you can let go of the charges. If you let go of the charges, then you're less likely to go ahead and attract those people in your life again and again, right? So it's really about letting go of the charges, and also realizing, a quote that comes to mind right now is that hurt people hurt people. Okay, hurt people. So looking at the situation from the other person's eyes, maybe that person treated you in a horrible way, but the only reason they would do that is because they themselves were operating from the fear frequency. They themselves went through a traumatic situation and they couldn't help themselves but to go ahead and do this to you. So forgiveness is more about letting go of this charge, and it's a practice that you do for yourself rather than pardoning someone else. And just pardoning and forgiveness is two different things. So if you practice this every single day, you can learn to let go of these negative charges that you hold within you. You can let go of the fear, and you can elevate to the levels of love. Okay, now the third tool is that of mirror gazing. Okay, now if you can look yourself in the eyes in the mirror, like deep into your soul, right? They say the eyes are the window to the soul. Look deep into your eyes and say these 4 statements. Okay, this is Ho'oponopono. It's from like Hawaiian tradition, and it really means to clear out negative charges again. And when we can clear them out, these 4 statements really help. So the 4 statements are: look deep into your eyes. Okay, first go into the mirror, look deep into your eyes and say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Okay, just say it a couple of times and really feel it. Look deep into your eyes, right? Deep into your eyes. Say these words, really feel them, and you will definitely, in that moment, experience a higher consciousness right there as you learn to let go of everything that you're carrying that is not serving you right now. Okay, it's very powerful. I can talk about it a lot, but just do it and experience the emotions that take place and realize the power that comes with this. Okay, now the 4th tool to access higher consciousness is when you are wanting to express yourself but find it difficult to do so. Okay, this is also from the book titled The Tools by Barry Schwartz and Barry Michaels. I think, I can't remember the name. I'll link out to the book below. But it is the force and the tool of inner expression, of inner authority. Okay, so it is when you are in the process of wanting to express something but feeling like you are not able to. Like even right now, this is a call for me to do it, as I am kind of in the practice of doing it. So I'm doing it right now. Okay, so when you want to express yourself and you are unable to do so, think about your shadow. Okay, your shadow is the compilation of all of your insecurities, of everything that you don't want anyone to know about you, everything that is something that is hidden, everything that you don't like about yourself. Okay, think about all of those things coming together to form an image, and that image standing in front of you right now. Okay, he's standing there. And when you're communicating with the audience, then just communicate directly with your shadow, and communicate with the shadow as if no one else is there, and your expression will be that much more enhanced. You will be able to let go of the insecurities of not being able to share a message, and it will be that much more powerful in your expression as well, because you are letting and facing your insecurities head on rather than putting them in the backdrop. Okay, so as I'm sweating in my room over here, I didn't even turn on the AC. Those are the 4 tools for you to access higher consciousness, and definitely practice them. I don't want you to go through the process of mental masturbation where it sounds all cool. Definitely at least do one of these 4 tools right now. Leave a comment below letting me know which one of these tools you're going to use right now, whichever one's the easiest for you to do. Maybe it's gratitude, maybe it's the mirror work, whatever it is, just do it. Okay, so that you can experience the results. Okay, The difference between wisdom and knowledge is experience. And when we actually go and implement the knowledge, only then do we get the experience from it. So do this right now. And if you want to get access to the Conscious Creator Manifesto, which is the entire model of everything that I've focused on, everything that I've learned in the past 10 years of being on this personal growth journey, I'll leave a link below in the first comments. Okay, so you can get access to that. Enter your email address and you can access this 1 hour training. Just take out an hour of your time, take out a notebook, take notes, because this is going to be some of the most powerful stuff that you will ever come across. Okay, people have been charging you for products that are less valuable from this, and I sincerely believe that this Conscious Creator model is going to be revolutionary in your life. Okay, so you can click the link below in the first comments to get access to that. But with all that being said, I hope that these 4 tools are something that you implement and really access those higher consciousness so that we can go ahead and create a life that you love. Okay, create heaven on earth, which we have an opportunity to do right now as we're going through ascension, as people are waking up to their true identities. So do that right now, and I'll see you in the next video.